Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we will continue our little analysis of the most epic battle in the entirety of the 4th season, Platinum Dragonlord's armor versus definitely Ainz Ooal. And today we will finally take a closer look at the Doomlord that attacked Platinum's armor. But before we're going to do so, let me thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as all users of the YouTube thanks function. Also please check out my fantasy channel. This time I made a video about Snow Elves and why they're pretty cool. And now with all of that said, let's quickly recap what has happened. Pandora got badly roughed up and is low on HP, and while the blasting stuff used by the greater doppelganger could block some incoming hits and managed to actually repel Platinum a couple of times, it was not nearly enough to fight on equal terms with Platinum himself, or his armor for that matter. Though thanks to the knockback effect that activated, the weapons that Platinum's armor had wielded were also knocked back, despite not being hit directly, and therefore Pandora's actor came up with two different theories regarding them. Either the weapons were attached to his body, in the same way Entoma's insects were hand-hugging, face-hugging and throat-hugging her, or the weapons were actually part of his body, which was a far more likely theory. But while Pandora's actor thought about all of this, Riku began to attack again, and in order to protect himself, Pandora's actor finally resorted to the same summoning Sheltier Bloodfallen tried to use against Ainz Ooal, a 10th tier summon that, in contrast to Ainz, could not be rejected by Platinum, and thus a Doomlord appeared. And it was the perfect summoning to test the strength of the enemy. See, a Doomlord, while just being of the level of 70, had stats way beyond its level, and since it could be ruled out by Pandora's actor already that the armor was very weak, the Doomlord's variable strength could be used to fine-tune Pandora's and Ainz's estimation, for he was still watching, remember? And it also should be noted that Pandora did not use undead enhancing magic at all, aside from that one attack spell we will discuss shortly. But in turn for the more powerful stats, the Doomlord will lose HP on a constant basis. It is doomed to die. And this very theme of inevitable doom not only encapsulates perfectly what is going on in the Kingdom of Ties, with a doomed king and all, but also the crown on its head symbolizes this by being old and rusted. As for weapons, the Doomlord wields a war scythe, shrouded in negative energy, and it surprisingly managed to somewhat stall Platinum's armor completely, giving Pandora ample time to observe. But here's the thing, eventually the Doomlord's HP would be depleted, and there's yet another thing that needed to be tested, whether or not there was someone under the armor, hence why Pandora attacked with a negative energy burst, the same attack that made Albedo step back on Ainz Ooal's order and that destroyed all of the charging angels way back in the 1st season, when Ainz was battling the Sunlight Scripture. And this burst of negative energy replenished the Doomlord's HP. And sadly the spell was cut out of the anime, because not only was the Doomlord healed, but also Riku Aganea stood unharmed. And therefore Pandora's actor found out that negative energy had no effect on the armor, instead of it being just immune to death magic. But with all of this, Pandora was not done yet. He ordered the Doomlord to activate his ability, Ruinous Night. While the Doomlord was covered in black smoke and fume from the very beginning, it now rapidly increased and spread out, along with the loss of the Doomlord's HP. And all of it turned into smoke, loaded with negative energy, and this would heal any undead staying in it, including the fake Ainz Ooal. But wait, there's more. Not only would the Doomlord combat stats increase further, but the attack damage would ignore any damage reduction due to a difference in level. It would insulate him almost completely from light or holy based damage, and damage that increased due to a difference in karma. And while the ability of the Doomlord could now be further enhanced with buffs and other such augmentative tools, Pandora had chosen not to use any of it in order to get a very accurate picture of how a standard Doomlord at its peak, without any damage reduction, would fare against the armor. And the Doomlord promptly has gained the upper hand, now pushing Platinum back, at least for a time, something that the anime did not really convey. Platinum for once in the entire fight was truly in the defensive, but even when confronted with the monstrous undead Doomlord, he did not flinch. He never did. Not in the entirety of the entire fight, which was another detail picked up by Pandora. In addition to all of this, the weapons were also engulfed in HP, so this extreme and somewhat self-sacrificial fighting style was reminiscent of a tank, and combined with all of the other intel, Pandora concluded that the armor was indeed remotely controlled from somewhere else, which means that there's yet a greater mystery to uncover. But ultimately even the Doomlord would be doomed to die due to his own HP depletion and the damage inflicted by Platinum, and only Pandora's Actor and his quickly summoned elemental skull would stood against the wrath of the shining Platinum armor. But all of this will be a topic for another time. For today, I say thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Ader Daddy Ader, Bad Guy Yee, Bad Burrito 316, Bezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Duckwagon, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Hat, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, Oh Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Q Nekerkos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rocket Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenokai, and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.